Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mediak podcast, episode 28. We're going to be talking about Captain Marvel and Ant-Man and the Wasp. And I'm sorry for anyone who follows us on Twitter because I rubber banded like 8 times with what was going on. I came out and was like, hey, we're not doing the Marvel thing anymore. Sorry for this again. And then I was like, you know what?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I tweeted out like
I
7 times
forgot
of
that.
just like things that flip flopping. We love to see that too.
Yeah, that I totally forgot that was a thing.
Yeah,
That like we were going to watch
Godzilla.
Godzilla. That's
Well, it's not my
hilarious.
fault. Wednesday. I walked into my multi-camera studio class, and my teacher goes, "Are you guys gonna be watching Godzilla today?" And I was like, "Today?" I thought it
Yeah,
came
that's
out
kind of
next week.
weird. Yeah,
And
right.
he goes, "No, no, I'm pretty sure it came out today." And I said, "What?" And I googled it, and on Google it actually says the 25th. So I just was like, "Oh shit." I
Yeah,
gotta.
whatever you say.
Yeah, honestly, because like it's Google. Google doesn't do wrong things for movies
Yeah, they've
usually.
never lied.
Okay, Google has lied, but like not like that. Oh, shut up, Google. I said okay, okay, Google. My phone went off. Did it again. Damn it.
Well, okay, well you said it that
Well,
time.
I did say that. Well, I said
I don't know what
technically
you
I said it the
expected.
time before too.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's whatever. Ugh.
My like gain is up so high for some reason. That's
I
weird.
don't. I kind of just twist the knob and hope it's right.
I touched it the first time I got this mic, and I
Hmm.
haven't because I haven't had a problem since. So I'm just kind of like hoping and praying.
Yeah, I think that might be the difference between mine and your mics, and why I sound worse is because I don't really know what gain is. But I can fix that
Um,
eventually.
yeah, I'll just take a picture of what I have and send it to you.
Okay, that works eventually. I don't have teeth in right now. I'm so sorry if I sound different to anyone else. I just had another surgery on last Thursday, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that was
Sure.
rough. Yeah, and just shut up, dude. It's been a rough couple little bit.
Couple little bit.
Don't judge me, okay? I had
It's
I
too late. I
I've been
know.
dealing with this shit for about a year now, and I'm just kind of like over it, you know.
Yeah.
Like this surgery didn't even hurt. It just was annoying. I was like, why did you have to do that?
Yeah, it's just inconvenient at this
Honestly,
point.
like whenever the recovery, I didn't even hurt. I just bled a lot, and it was pissing me off. Cause like if I'm gonna bleed, then at least make it hurt, so then it feels like there's a reason for me bleeding instead of just there.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Seriously.
masochist, I promise, but like,
Get it together.
yeah, honestly, I just need to get my shit
Fucking
together. It's just all me. I haven't shaved in like a week and a half. I got a really
neither have
gross.
I actually. I just don't have the drive to do it. I
I shave my
need
neck because
to.
that's gross, but like, I like with the mask and everything. I see zero reason for me to shave my face because I'm just that lazy.
Oh, interesting.
Anyone who listens that's older than like 20 is gonna be judging us crazy, but you know what? It's okay. I'm a kid. I'm in college. I can deal with all of this.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, who cares? You want to get into these really shitty movies?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Today's we both have shit to do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna not cut I don't
Okay,
want to say
here's the
cutting
thing.
it
Okay,
short, but
we could go scene by scene and talk about everything that's bad and like the few things that are good about this movie, but that's just not what we do and
I was
not
gonna
what we
say
want
that's
to do.
not that's not our MO,
Yeah,
so
I mean, you guys, there are better movie channels out there that do go thing like scene by scene and do that. We're just here to give you like the general audience and I guess like a little bit of a more educated view of what's the fuck is going
yeah,
on.
like I mean, we certainly throw out like some tips and tricks and stuff that you didn't see before,
Tips and tricks to
but
watching movies because like
yeah,
you have to be
it's not
skilled to
like
do
we're
it.
like fucking getting knee deep in this movie. I
Yeah,
don't
we're
think
just
anyone
getting
should. I just think this is boring.
these
I
movies are
really
so
didn't think it was
boring.
that bad.
Yeah,
I just think it was boring.
specifically
Captain Marvel.
Captain
I'm
Marvel.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
that
talking
movie.
about
Like, okay, I don't. We can talk about that first. It's actually on the screen right now.
okay.
I don't have problems with the message of the movie. I have problems with the script because the script is god awful. I I don't hate Brie Larson. I think some of the things she says in interviews could be nicer, but I know she's a good actress. And
Yeah. I think everybody. I feel like everybody knows that. Like Brie Larson is like an or oh my fucking Christ, an an educated like fucking. She acts. She
yeah,
knows what she's doing, and she did it fine in this movie. I
I
think.
I mean I go back and forth on that because is it the bad script that she has, or is it that she just didn't
Right.
try?
Yeah.
Because like
Well,
some of the
I feel like
lines are
she tried really hard, and I feel like that was part of the issue. If you get what I'm saying.
I think I understand, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, well, I was talking about my brother of this, and he said the core of it is kind of Brie Larson's fault, whether or not she tried acting, because apparently she had like a ginormous, huge role in writing the script.
Oh.
So
Okay. Well, that makes it
it makes it a
a,
little
a
bit more
little
different
harder
because
to
like
take it off her shoulders.
yeah,
But
honestly, whether it's her acting or it's the script, it's her fault. Apparently, I again, I have no
interesting.
issues with
Okay.
her as Captain
Yeah.
Marvel, but like, whenever, whenever the character is in a relatively difficult situation and her hands are tied down and she goes with the most blank face possible, do you guys know how to get this off of my hands? No, okay, and then fight. It's just so unenjoyable and
Yeah.
most of the time cringeworthy. I love
Yeah.
the Rambo family. They're definitely the best parts of the movie. Like
Hmm.
specifically that one time when Captain Marvel asks the older Rambo to come with her and she goes, "No, like why would I do that?" And that's a very like understandable reaction from a mother.
Yeah. Right.
And
I
I
don't
kind
know.
of
I remember I was like going into this and I was like, I've never seen Captain Marvel. This is going to be like I know most people didn't like it.
yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, at least I'll see their side. And then I remember I started the movie and I was like, why does this look so familiar? And I remember damn, a little bit ago. This must have been like a year or so ago. And my family was like, "Well, we haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. We've seen all the other Marvel movies." And my older brother was like, "There's a reason for that." And we were like, "Oh, well, we should still see it." And he was like, "Yeah, I guess we should." So we put it on, and I swear I like am not fucking lying. I fell asleep. And so
No,
I don't remember the latter half of this movie because I fell asleep
I actually
and I
have a
was
kind of
like,
funny story along with yours, so continue. And
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, that was a high and low of it. I got into it in the first half. I was like, this is I know all of this, and the end half was like, oh, this is at least new.
yeah, that is true. It like the only compliment I really can give this movie is that it doesn't follow the Marvel formula because she doesn't really like face a big bad at the end of the movie. But
Which is
like,
cool.
I mean, it's
I
fine and all.
respect
I
that.
respect that, but like, there's some shit that just kind of happens that I absolutely hate. Like the fact that she is just so strong that she just lets a ship fly into her and the ship explodes and she doesn't. Like it's ridiculous because now Marvel has the Superman issue where any single like writing like do you know of the Superman issue
Well, I mean,
that it makes
it's
writing impossible?
right because everything can be solved by Superman.
Exactly, and it's like, especially since Captain Marvel doesn't have a kryptonite, so we
Yeah,
don't have
exactly.
a
So
way to weaken her.
there's no getting out of it. And
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
like fuck, what was the one movie? Oh, I don't remember. Where Captain Marvel. Oh, it's Endgame,
Yeah,
where Captain Marvel's introduced and she's like, "Rrr," and Thor's like, I like her. That was my standout memory of this, and
yeah,
I was
it's
like,
pretty
ugh.
weird. I do actually think that Captain Marvel was used pretty well in Endgame because well, I'll talk about that more when we talk about Endgame. I feel like
Yes, and I
yeah,
agree with you. I
hmm
do. I think she was cool in that movie because like she wasn't.
she doesn't in at least in this movie she doesn't.
We're gonna do.
I don't really no I can't I
We'll
try to
probably forget actually now that I think about it.
what talking about Captain Marvel. No, I promise I remember because I actually I pro I that's 2 weeks down the line. I actually probably will forget. We'll see.
And I didn't know that Captain Marvel was like like cool guy. Like she was the best. I didn't know that was a thing.
What do you mean?
That she was essentially Superman. Like I didn't know she
Well,
was
she
OP.
was not in the. I mean, I guess in the comics she's kind of this strong. I never really got the feel from in the comics that she was this strong, but it is what it is. I always thought that it was weird, not making. I mean, I guess Captain Marvel is the feminist character in the comics, but I always thought she was a dick. So I thought that like Black Widow would be a good, like a better one for that. But you know what? It doesn't matter. What happened happened.
Oh, when is that movie coming out, by the way?
Oh, April. You know what? That's in the movie news. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
I hate what they did with Nick Fury's eye. I just think that's stupid, but I think that's like a normal thing that everyone thinks. So I don't really
Yeah.
have to talk about that more.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's the whole of these two movies. They're
That's
both like everybody went into it and were like they weren't the best.
well, I think it. I think they were released at a bad time, but they couldn't exactly been released any other time because
Yeah,
they're
right.
literally dead center between two of the biggest movies to ever release in cinema, and these were like connected into that universe. So you're kind of expecting them to be on that
Right.
level, but they're
They're
really
doomed
not.
to fail.
Like I actually do think that watching these movies a second time, like as I watched both in theaters, I think watching them a second time, they are a lot better second time around. Mainly because when I first watched them, I literally watched Infinity War, went to go see Ant Man and the Wasp, and was like, "What is this fucking shit?"
It was a bullshit.
Yeah, this is bullshit. And
Yeah.
time for the Captain Marvel story. I actually went to go see Captain Marvel on a date, and the entire time, I just like I was sitting there like pointing out plot holes and like bad script writing, and just like I guarantee it was the most fun date on the planet for her. Because I just was like nerding out about how terrible the movie was the entire time.
It's just one of those movies. And I mean thousands of
I had to.
other movies have this same issue where they just come out at a bad time and everybody hates them. I
Yeah.
don't think it's necessarily deserved for Captain Marvel because I think it's not a horrible
Yeah,
movie,
it
but
really
it's
it's
just not a
mainly just
great one.
boring. Like it's not Marvel. It's not. I mean, it is Marvel in a technical sense, but like it really, like
It looks good.
yeah, it does. Oh my
It's up
god,
to Marvel
I think her
standards.
Super Saiyan form is fucking so cool looking.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that. I actually stopped. I forgot about this because I watched the movie 2 weeks ago, but I stopped watching this movie so that I could do homework. Like halfway through, I just was like, I could be doing so much more with my
Yeah, and
time
I
right now.
just don't blame you.
Yeah,
Like it's
honestly.
just not it's I don't know. It's not that it's not engaging.
Well, the character doesn't
It's
win
just
anything.
not
She doesn't overcome any obstacle to get her power. She just kind of always had it,
she
but then
just
it was just
is.
like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna decide to use it now. You know?
Yeah. Right.
Like no, there wasn't anyone that came in and was like I don't even know. Like I actually don't know what possible obstacle there could have been because I guess it was like a mental obstacle, but she always was mentally strong, so I don't know why. She, I don't
Right.
know. Some of the
And
writing.
I at least have like I am one of those fucking losers who loves people in shows who are just absurdly strong
Yeah, me
for
too.
little to no reason.
Hmm.
So at least that carried me through most of this
Yeah,
movie. But
I
I
agree.
mean, not everybody is like that for
You know what?
sure.
Fuck it. We'll talk about the end game part right now because I just want to like I have it in
Okay.
my head and I want to say that her
Yeah, I was gonna say,
introduction at
just
the
get
end
it
of
off
that
your
movie
chest.
was fucking perfect. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Like because she
and it
is
was perfect for that timing too,
exactly
because
yeah
that was it. That was it. When
yeah
you're gonna bring in the strongest person, that's
mm-hmm.
when you're gonna bring it in.
She is the Superman. It's like how Superman's introduction in the Snyder Cut. He came in and just tanked a shot and was like not impressed, and it was like
Yeah, right.
very. They made a thing that Superman was coming in. It was very obvious that the tide was turning, and whenever like everything stopped and was like, all right, this new absolutely incredibly strong force is coming in. Focus the guns on her, and that was fucking sick. And then she came down, and it
Yeah,
led to one of like the most beautiful scenes in like movie where Cap is standing there with the hammer and his broken shield, and he's looking up at Thanos' ship as Captain Marvel is just flying through it. It's fucking so cool. But she just
yeah.
doesn't have a cool moment like that in this movie because I don't know. There's
She
not really
can't.
any heart. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and there's no reason to put that into this movie.
Yeah,
Like it makes sense to put it in Endgame because
yeah.
we wouldn't really be talking about it as much if they put it in this.
Hmm. This is like everyone always shits on Man of Steel, and I don't really see why, but I think this is like the bad version of Man of Steel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
Because it's incredibly hard to write Superman because giving him a villain is difficult because you got to have a villain that gets rid of his invulnerability. In
Yeah,
this case, her invulnerability, and we don't really have that. So the majority of the movie just kind of is nothing.
right.
I don't have any problem with Captain Marvel. I know
I think
when it,
yeah, I was gonna say, I
yeah,
think that's the biggest takeaway. We're not shitting on Captain
yeah,
Marvel.
no,
Captain
like
Marvel's
anytime
cool.
any review ever goes out on the internet, it's either they're sexist or like people actually agree with them. And I really hope
Yeah,
people agree with us because I legitimately have no problems with the character. I don't have problems with Brie Larson. I don't I don't hate any of this. I just think that the movie is really poorly written.
yes. It could yeah, it could have been written better. It could have been better, but it's never gonna be a perfect movie
Yeah.
simply because of the timing
hmm
and everything else. It was
I think
doomed
Captain
to
Marvel
fail from the
2
start.
has the ability to do good because like
Yeah, like I would be
it's
interested in seeing that.
yeah, I mean it is coming out. It has the Rambo girl, like the little one as an adult, she was in WandaVision. She got superpowers. I don't really care. Like I know you don't care about super spoilers,
I don't
so
really
well,
care.
you no no no. I care about her. Like I don't care that they introduced it in WandaVision because I thought it was a really bad introduction because she got superpowers to not use them. But
Oh,
it's whatever.
that sucks.
Yeah, I know. They really just kind of were like, all right, we need to have her get superpowers for Captain Marvel 2. Uh, just throw it into this. And then they just kind
Yeah,
of put her
yeah.
character in, had her do nothing, and then at the end credit scene it was like, yay, you're going to Captain Marvel 2.
Cool.
That was basically all of her
Nice.
character development in that show, which was really stupid. Oh, it's whatever.
I think that was a good summarization of Captain Marvel though.
I agree. I honestly, this sounds weird. We that was probably
You fucking
like a
crushed it.
yeah, that was like a
No
five
biggie.
minute review of Captain Marvel, but I honestly think that was one of the best reviews we've had.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty happy about how that
Yeah,
went.
Bug Boy and the Bee are a little bit different. I don't really have much
I don't have a lot to say about it.
at all because like
I'll be
it's not like it's
100%.
boring because I was able to watch it straight through and
Yeah.
I I I kind of thought it was more interesting than the first Ant Man, but then
Well, I
also
mean,
like
yeah, like it should have been, right? Like it's
yeah,
the second one, so it
I guess
it did its job.
I
But
don't even
not much more than that.
yeah, it did what the movie needed it to do. I do gotta say, Scott is a really awesome dad. Like he did so much stuff to try and like make it so it was fun when his daughter came over while he was like trapped inside of his own house. Good for him. Nice job. I think it's funny. The guy who plays Jimmy Woo, I'm looking up his name now, is Randall Park, and he's in literally everything. So I always find it funny whenever I see him in anything because I'm just like he's
Colin Salmon.
yeah like if you name something he's probably in it. Like he's in Adventure Time. He's
Oh,
obviously
that's
in WandaVision. He's like I don't want to list off everything because it's I would be listing off everything. you know. I think that
right.
truth serum scene is kind of like I actually like out loud laughed at that, which rarely happens in movies. I kind of really forgot about it whenever he was like, if it walks like a duck, if it sounds like a duck, then it's truth serum. I thought that was actually kind of funny. I
Yeah,
didn't,
that was pretty funny.
yeah, I didn't really feel any stakes in the movie. Like I get like the most emotion that was come out of me was whenever was related to Scott getting back to his house and stuff like that. Like I didn't really care about Ghost or the other person mainly because like the main villain kind of acted like a child because the main villain and the hero had literally the same goal, but the villain wanted it done a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Which
It's just I don't know. It was all right.
the guy fuck why am I blanking on his name? Ant Man. He learned the magic tricks for the movie. Like actually, like
Oh,
his
cool.
actor like learned those little magic tricks.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Uh, the original Ant Man and the Wasp, like Hank Pym, whenever the Wasp dies, that's actually kind of ripped from Bucky's death in the comics, which is kind of
Oh,
funny. Um,
interesting. Okay.
I do think the best part of the movie is the end credit scene, which is kind of sad because It's like a minute.
Which is kind of
No,
sad.
it is sad because like I'm not. I'm sorry for not being like the most joyous, jumpy person right now because I don't really have much good
Yeah,
things.
I don't
Like,
think anybody. Yeah, we as we said, we don't really have a lot to say
yeah,
about
I
it.
mean it's not bad. Like I'm never gonna be like, if someone goes want to watch Ant Man and Wasp, I'm never gonna be like, oh no, ew.
Y-
But I'm not gonna be like, hey, can we watch Ant Man and the Wasp?
Yeah, like, eh,
One thing I do think is
it's
kind
such a
of,
mediocre movie.
yeah, that is true. One thing I kind of think is odd is how absolutely crucial and important the end credit scene of this movie is, but it's an end credit scene. Like
Yeah,
if the average fan just went to the movie, watched the movie, and then left, they wouldn't know where Ant Man was, where he should have been in Endgame. And,
yeah,
and
right. I
this is a
remember that being like a big thing. Yeah,
yeah, and this movie is a skippable movie for the non-hardcore fans. So having like that little 30-second scene be like
it's annoying.
the singular thing that is the most important out of a lot of the Marvel movies, it just kind of feels odd. And then also the fact that the second end credit scene was actually in the trailer, that made me so mad. That made me
So
so
stupid.
unbelievably mad.
Fucking hate trailers so
I
much.
hate trailers so much. Um, speaking of, do you want to get in the movie news and talk about some trailers?
Yes.
Okay. So, the Suicide Squad trailer came out. Yes, 2 days ago. Came out 2 days ago. What, you saw it, right? I told you to. What did you think of it?
No comment.
Really? Oh, did you not watch it?
No, I didn't. I was doing homework.
It's 2 minutes, Jack.
I know.
It's
Oh,
whatever.
I
Who
typed in
cares?
Suicide Boys. Oh my god, I'm so fucking dumb.
That's fine. I think it looks crazy, mainly because James Gunn is the one who directed it, and there's a line in the trailer that's like from the beautifully demented mind of James Gunn, and I don't think there's a better description for what James Gunn is, and I know he was the one that put that in the trailer, so I'm happy about that. I I I
Yeah,
think.
not to toot my own horn, but from my beautiful demented mind.
Hey, I
I'm
mean, at
watching
least
it
he's
right
thinking he's
now.
demented.
I'm literally watching it right now.
Yeah, that's nice.
Did
Idris
you see the red
Elba's.
band one?
Yeah, of course. Wait,
Okay, okay,
there's a
that's what I'm
different
watching.
one other than the Red Band one.
It's the red band one is the second one that comes up. So I'm gonna say
Oh,
yes.
that's interesting.
Oh
Mm,
fuck, is that John Cena?
yeah, it is. You didn't know John Cena was in it? He has his own TV show. We talked about this in the very first episode of the show.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I was quite surprised by it, and I'm still quite surprised by it.
I'm actually so happy. Out of all the characters that impressed me in the trailer, it was definitely John Cena, because I thought he was funny. I think he's gonna work well with them. I think it's hilarious that Sylvester Stallone voices King Shark. I think that's so fucking funny.
Oh, dude, I love that. That
Yeah,
makes me
me
so
too.
happy.
Yeah, I always loved Idris Elba. I'm very happy he's back in. Oh, so you know how so like the slogan for the movie is like don't get too attached, so because like the Suicide Squad, we know they're gonna die, which I think
Yeah,
is awesome because I don't think David Ayer did a good job of using the Suicide Squad. Like
yeah.
like
That's
we
like,
watched
yeah,
two
like
people
you.
die in the entire
Isn't that
movie.
fucking Boomerang guy?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Oh my god, does his head get blown up like the last one?
I don't know, but the boomerang guy
I
wasn't the one that
handled
got
it.
blown up. It was fuck. It was the rope guy. The rope guy got his head blown up. I forget his name. But I think Pete Davidson is gonna die because they said that he's a
Of course.
cameo. So you know he's dead. I think that Polka Dot Man is actually gonna survive because in the trailer he says he wants to die. Sadly, I do think Idris Elba might die. I have a theory related to Harley Quinn. I think she's gonna die. I think because I think everyone
Oh,
thinks she's
that would be
safe.
the best.
Exactly.
Not that I don't like Harley Quinn, but
I
that
love
would be
Harley Quinn. I think that she like Margot Robbie. I think is Harley Quinn. Like as much as like Iron Man
100%.
is. I mean, fucking Robert Downey Jr. is Tony
Iron Man
Stark.
is Robert Downey
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah. But you know what I mean, okay?
Yes, yes. No,
And
I think I 100% agree with you on
yeah,
that.
because everyone says that she is like the safest. Like everyone knows she's not gonna die. But in the
Right.
entire trailer, you only see her in one red dress. She doesn't wear anything else. So I think she's gonna get capped.
Dude, I would be so that like would make me I don't know
It
how to explain
this
this.
this comes out in August, I think. You want to go see it? I think it's going in theaters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I
Oh
do want
fuck
to see
yeah.
this in theaters.
I
But I
just
don't know.
want to see things in theaters again. I hate watching things in my on my PlayStation at home. It's so annoying. The theaters are so much better.
I was like, okay, back to what I was saying.
Sorry.
Fucking what's her face dying, Harley
Mhm.
Quinn. I don't know how to really put it into words, but I don't know, like Game of Thrones, interesting people die, and that's what I want more of. I don't want like shitty, of course you're gonna die, people to die.
Yeah, exactly.
I want, like I want main characters to die.
Yeah, that's why everyone likes
Like
the
it
end of
feels
things
something.
because we always see good end offs for characters we like. But I don't really want a good end off for because this movie, this Suicide Squad movie, it's a solo movie. It's not a sequel to the last one. It's not inside of a universe. Yeah, the last one is kind of bad. I heard that well, I'll talk about that a little bit more after this, like related to the David Ayer Suicide Squad. But like
Mm,
the fact that this is a solo film kind of gives James Gunn leverage to do whatever the fuck he wants, and I
right.
love that
Exactly.
because honestly,
And
legitimately, no one is safe,
yeah.
and that's awesome. And I think it's so cool that they're gonna abuse the R rating. Like whenever they saw in the trailer King Shark rip that man in half, you can like
Yeah.
see his
Yeah, that's
ribs.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that was sick. I'm just excited for this movie all around because I
Me
do
too.
love James Gunn and I do think that he can do some crazy shit.
And I think
Um,
Suicide Squad absolutely deserves better
I
than the
agree
first one.
because have you seen? There's a movie called Suicide Squad: Escape from Arkham, and it's
No.
fucking crazy, and I love it. It's so fun. Like all those DC animated movies are so good.
Yeah, I highly recommend that to anybody. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Pierce Brosnan. How do you pronounce
Boston.
his name?
Boston.
Yeah, you got it. It's kind of hard with no teeth right now, but you know whatever
Yeah, yeah.
you do. But he is cast to play Doctor Fate in Black Adam, and
Oh, cool.
The Rock came out and was like, "We got another person a part of our Justice Society," and I'm really excited to see where they go with that because I honestly don't know where they could go with it because I'm pretty sure Black Adam is supposed to be current day, while the Justice Society I'm pretty sure is like 1940s. So I don't really
Interesting.
understand, but you know what? I'm excited. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is getting a theatrical re-release on April 30th with upgraded visuals and sound. I am fucking so excited for that
Yeah, that should be good.
because I was late to the game with Scott Pilgrim. I watched that one
Me too.
on Netflix. Yeah, I am actually going to go see this in theaters again because I think it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah. When do you come home? Because I come home around then.
I come home like April, around the 25th.
Oh, sweet. So that we can actually go see this.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be sweet.
Uh, Black Widow officially has its new release date at July 9th, which you were talking about a little bit earlier, which is pretty cool, I guess. Whatever. It's just been pushed back so much that I'm just kind of like
Yeah,
Stockholm
right.
syndrome. Like if they push it back one more, I'll be like, okay. But I do have a lot of judgment towards how it's being released because it's being released the same way Mulan was, and I hate that. I think that's so
Yeah, that
stupid.
is not preferred.
If it's hybrid, you should make it hybrid, not hybrid and pay $25. That's so stupid. And then people try to justify it by saying $25 is not as much money as buying it in the theater. But here's the thing, if you go to a theater and pay that money, you're not just paying to watch the movie, you're paying to get the theater experience and all that. You're just
Yeah,
paying
right.
for nothing if you buy it on Disney Plus, which is so stupid. And I beg people, if you're going to go see Black Widow at all, please, please, please see it in theaters because I, do, as someone who's going into this profession, I need theaters to stay around because that's how
Yeah,
money is
yeah.
made.
I
like
fucking yeah, I need
I
it.
like I was talking to my mom yesterday. I was like, the Snyder Cut, which if it was released in theaters would make like a shit ton of money. That like it we can't even like the amount difference that it made on streaming compared to what it would have made on like in theaters is fucking crazy. You know, if
Yeah,
Endgame released on stream and just stream, it would get like 1/8 of what it
nothing.
did.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
This is the this is scary, you know, because this is the career I'm going into. Why did I got so unlucky with the fact that quarantine oh my god, fuck this shit. Free Guy, you know the Ryan Reynolds movie where he plays a video game character.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that officially as August 13th as its release date. And there's
Oh
a bunch
damn,
of Marvel
I forgot about that.
confirmations and shit. One of them is that Shang-Chi is now November 3rd, which is pretty cool. Oh, I'm excited for Shang-Chi. I really hope they delve into the Mandarin a little bit more and better. I was going through all the pictures on my phone to get all the news, and I just stumbled across the my implants, and I thought that was kind of funny.
I thought that was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny. Ghost of Tsushima. Wow, that one is impossible to say with that T.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one's gonna be a trip.
Yeah, so that game is getting a movie adaptation by the director of John Wick, Chad. Nope, not even gonna try that one. His name's Chad, and it begins with an S. I'll spell it out. It's Stahel then ski. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that because on a good day I probably wouldn't pronounce it correctly. So let's just not. But I didn't ever play the video game with that, but I heard it was really fucking good. So hopefully they don't fuck that up.
Yeah, I like want to buy a PS4 just to play that game. I just want to
Understandable.
buy a PS4.
Yeah, this is the second episode in the row in which you've said that,
Oh
which is
damn,
funny.
really?
We should do it every
That's
single time. I'm getting a PS5 the second that's available because my PlayStation is like on the verge of dying. Like every time I boot
yeah,
up Call of Duty, it starts helicopter sounds.
that's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Um, fun fact: Zack Snyder is currently the most popular celebrity in the world. Take that with
Interesting.
what you will. Do what you want with
Yeah.
that. Can't exactly do much of that information, but it's kind of funny. No, I actually like that. Actually, for someone that's going into the directing slot, I kind of like that the most popular person in the world right now is a director. That's really cool, in my opinion. Maybe it'll be me
Interesting.
in a couple years, but let's hope I don't
Yeah.
make a shit movie. Let's
His
really
name is
hope I don't make
all
a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes like Batman versus Superman, which
Ugh.
I don't think it deserves. But you know what? That's how it is. We're getting a new Transformers movie, but don't worry, it's a reboot, and the person who made the Daredevil TV show is writing the script for the movie.
Hmm.
So, again, take that with how you will. I mean, if you
Yeah.
like, I personally talking to people about Daredevil, it's been really 50-50. The majority of the time, people say it's bad. They usually say they can't see what's happening on screen, which, in my opinion, is an incredibly valid argument. The writing in it is okay. Have you seen it?
Uh, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a TV show on Netflix. It's actually not that bad, but it's not canon anymore. So if you're gonna watch it because it's part of the MCU, then don't because it's not anymore.
Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah, fun stuff. Um, all of the actors, not all of the actors, because there's a lot more than that, but all of the big actors for the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, have been released. The Star Wars Instagram posted about it. The Star Wars Twitter posted about it. There's actually a decent amount. A lot of them I don't really know, but that's completely fine. Only ones that really matter are Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, I want to say this guy's name because he's pretty cool. He's actually in the Marvel's Eternals movie that's coming out, but I'm gonna butcher his name and I feel really bad about it. Ku, Kumal not nope. I'm just you know what doesn't matter. From that description, you guys know who I'm talking about. It's completely fine. And as of like 3 hours ago of us recording this, the third My Hero Academia movie got its title and first poster, and the poster looks pretty badass. Not gonna lie, and the title is My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission, and that sounds like an anime. So
I was gonna say.
yeah, it really
What it
sounds
is.
like a superhero anime title, which I'm still excited for. And that actually, do you have any movie news or film news or
I don't
TV
think
show or
so.
anything?
I don't know. Nothing has really came up my radar lately.
Yeah, honestly, except for the fact that WB fucked up again by accidentally giving multiple release dates to Godzilla vs Kong. I heard the basicest of reviews from. I was watching a podcast earlier today, and one of the people saw the movie, the other one didn't, and he was like, "I liked it more than the last one. I don't know if I liked it more than Kong Skull Island, but I wasn't bored, and that made me happy because like
That's all I need. That's
that's
all
that's
I need.
really all we need from a Godzilla movie, not
So I'll
boredom."
take it.
I wanna be as invested as if I was watching a Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I think that's fair
Yeah,
to say.
except for Pacific Rim 2. That movie's not
Just
good.
silence.
It just, well, it's sad because I really like the first one because it's cool, but like the second one just really isn't there. I
Yeah.
I had a transition because the last bit of news is My Hero, and when we're into what we're watching, I watched the second My Hero movie again. There's the
Oh, yeah.
transition.
How'd you like that?
Fucking love that movie. That's like the eighth time I've watched it. I
Oh,
love
I'm
watching with people because there's like this really big thing that happens at the end of the movie that usually you don't expect from a shonen, and I just kind of like watching people's reaction to it, and it's so fun every time. Except for Corey's. Corey knew it was gonna happen because someone spoiled it, so it wasn't as fun.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, it was still pretty fun though because he didn't know when it was happening, so he didn't know it was happening in the movie. He just knew it was happening.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, so whenever he was like,
Yeah,
"No
that's not
way,
bad.
it's happening right now," and I was like, "Hey, it's happening." I watched it with my brother because he's not a big anime head, but he's like a little bit into it. He watches My Hero, Naruto, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He recently finished Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which you still haven't finished. And why the hell haven't you?
I got other shit to watch.
Yeah, but that one's really good. It's whatever.
I know.
But in the Austin's reaction was really funny. Well, at least funny for me when I was watching it. We were sitting there and we were looking at the TV, and as it was happening, I kind of turned to him, and he just had his jaw dropped, and then it happened,
Nice.
and
That's
he
what you
goes,
like to say.
"Yeah, I love whenever that happens," and he goes, "No fucking way they're doing this right now." And I was like, "Yeah, they are."
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah, which I'm gonna. I know you don't like My Hero, and I do think that you should watch it purely for this movie because it actually has one of the best action set pieces that is completely not CG, along with one of the most hype moments in the entirety of everything. Like, let me give you an idea for how awesome this scene is. There have been two scenes in the history of movies that whenever I was in the theater, I stood up and screamed. The first one was in Endgame when Cap picked up the hammer, and the second one was whenever this shit happened in My Hero Academia. And I'm being 100% dead serious. It is legitimately on that level of hype. Not level of like emotion, but it definitely has the same hype level.
Yeah. Some serious side.
You should watch it. The series. The second episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier came out, and I watched that. I thought it was pretty good. I don't really,
Pretty good.
yeah, I don't really have many crazy things to go into because I know that
Yeah.
they're not going to go into any crazy things in any of the TV shows because they don't want to confuse anyone who's just watching the movies. I watched Godzilla 2014 again. I fucking love that movie. Holy shit. I don't know why people don't. It's so badass. The little time whenever Godzilla does his little tail flip and hits the Muto into the building, and then whenever he just grabs the other one and blows fire down its head. It's so
sweet.
fucking sick.
It is pretty sweet.
Yeah. I watched the Snyder Cut again because it was my mom's birthday on Friday, and that was what she wanted to do. And I was 100% for it because that movie is awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, and then last night I discovered a new show that is based off a comic that came out in 2003 called Invincible, and it's fucking amazing. And I'm being 100% dead serious about that. Jack, I know I accidentally like fucked with your head yesterday whenever I was telling you about this, but like watch it. Did you check it out?
No, I was with my girlfriend last night, so
That's fine.
I couldn't really watch anything.
I'm gonna do a slight spoiler, so it's not gonna be as crazy whenever you see it. Just because I want to say this because I need you to I need you to watch this because it's a weekly show. There's only 3 episodes right now. I think it comes out 6 in total. So in 3 weeks
Okay.
it's gonna be the end. But like the first episode, it seems boring at first, but then the end of the episode, there's like an end credit scene that lasts for 10 minutes, and the apparent no, just let me explain. The first entire bit before the credits is it lulls you into a fake sense of security, and then the end of the episode just fucking it is the most crazy shit you will ever see.
Interesting.
And then
Okay.
from that moment on, from that little 10-minute end credit scene, that's the tone of the show for the rest of the episodes.
Okay.
It is fucking mental. And it looks like a little cute animated kids show, but do not show this to children.
Interesting.
If
Okay.
this had a rating, it would 1000% be R.
Okay. I'll check
Also,
it out.
the cast in it's crazy. Mark Hamill's in it. J.K. Simmons is in it. J.K. Simmons plays one of the main characters. Seth Rogen is in a cameo, which is funny because the cameo is for a movie that he's going to be making that's live action. You'll see, I think. I don't know. I'll have to research that a little bit more because I don't really know much about the lore of Invincible because it's not in DC or Marvel. It's like all custom, but you can tell that it's very heavily influenced by DC and Marvel. But it's fucking awesome. Like Invincible's costume is creative and cool too. And all of the costumes I'd argue to say are really cool and interesting. And the whole universe is really cool. Fucking watch it. Like it's actually well worth the watch, and I was not expecting that whenever I was starting a show to watch yesterday.
Got it.
Do you though? Oh fuck the time. Okay, we gotta go fast.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, you're completely fine. I thought that this was gonna be like a 5-minute episode where we just kind of got in and was like, these movies suck, and then kept going. I'm so sorry. All right.
Talking about fucking Invincible.
Sorry. Did you have any shows to watch? If not, then we can just go.
The finale of Attack on Titan was disappointing because they're breaking up into a second part.
Yeah, I know.
And if they fucking brand it as the final season the entire time and then leave us with like cliffhanger until winter of 2022, it doesn't.
I think I said this on the podcast, but I think I called that like very early on.
Probably, and I fucking hate it so much.
Yeah,
the more I think about it, the more upset I get.
Almost instantly, I was like, "There's not a singular chance that they're gonna bring in a new animation company just for the last season." Like, I thought that they were gonna do like a spinoff or something, but there's no way that they would just like switch it for the last 15 episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's annoying. The finale of the first thing of Jujutsu Kaisen was wonderful. The anime for Lost Everland still sucks. And I was sad that all of those shows ended, but then I remembered that just means that Chainsaw Man is next in line. So
yes, and Tower of God season 2, and
yes,
yeah, I'm very excited. You watched Tower of God, right?
Yeah, I watched all of it.
Yeah, I love that. I thought it was really good. I think that comes out. Google, stop. Sorry. Tower of God season 2, I think, comes out sometime later next month, actually. And then Records of Ragnarok is following.
Oh, I want to watch Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah, no, I had that on my manga list until I saw it was going to be an anime, and I was like,
yeah. If you find out the dates, text me for those.
You know, I can just look it up right now.
Okay. Well, after the podcast, because we're going to end it right now.
It's going to be in June. Yeah, we're ending it right now. Goodbye, everyone. I love you guys. Bye.